And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. I almost said Justice for All. I am your host, MegaShadowFist, the second video games, the second commentary. When we last left off, we were talking to Mr. Scrumpy Detective! Yes, I had to. And now we're gonna go ahead and move and I guess meet the Ace Detective. The Ace Detective with the Ace Detective and Ace Attorney meet each other. How does it feel, huh? October 12th, Lordly Taylor, Basement Warehouse. That would be funny if he was actually like a color palette swap of Phoenix. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air conditioned, to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? What the heck? Oh, jeez, I don't even know. Well, I gave him this voice, so I guess I would have to continue with it. Or maybe I should make him sound a bit more like a gentleman, like, oh, like I'm really full of my... but I gave him this voice, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh, silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Svarty! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? I don't like doing this voice, though. I'm so full. I don't like doing that voice. I think, honestly, no, but what voice should I give him? Yeah, I guess I'll just stick with this. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? That universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What is she talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is Atme. Luke Atme. Like, come at me, bro. Ace Detective. Oh. Hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick! Stand up and show him what you're made of! The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm IFA. A spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? What is this? What is the phrase, one short of a baker's doesn't come to mind with this guy? Or why? I don't know. Why can't I read? Okay, what is this? What is this? This, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to ask about, you have but to ask, Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Master Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Alright. This, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist, okay. Just nothing, blah 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 blah. The thing... I think I'll know what to do next, which is this! It's probably the same thing. This, Sir Lawyer, please, okay. We're not allowed to examine anything, huh? Is that how it's gonna be? Really? Is that really how it's gonna be? Yeah, the examine thing is not changing at all in the slightest. Yeah, so interesting music. This is the first time we've heard it, so look at that pink stuff. The paint. And oh, you noticed everything is gone, right? But no, it's not. Let's go ahead and talk. Why don't we? Ace Detective. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I have no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Master Mask's archenemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me! At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this village since its first crime. After learning the criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. Larceny? Larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portion of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Master Mask. If that's your real name. That'd be funny if he was actually like a relative to Max Galactica. Oh, tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of his store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally, wherever Damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-elegance you and made a beautiful gateway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Alright, the night of the crime. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say that there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. I really cannot read this episode. That's Adrian Andrews for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, Ace Detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards of duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Interesting. I wonder if that's foreshadow. What if... Whoa. I thought about that, like, what if actually he is Master Mask? Everywhere he goes... Yeah, I want to say he's Master Mask. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible! How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on the one camera through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Alright. Because he's Master Mask, he has to be. Alright, let's time to present some stuff. So, by the way, I know, I've already said this, but are you aware that I'm a lawyer? An ace attorney at that. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful. But I have no interest save that for finding evidence against my arch rival. No, that's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Alright. Treasure exhibit poster. Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn. Thank you, Detective Atme. I'm counting on you. The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Master Mass is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist, because he was the one who stole it in the first place. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong, but I believe he's Master Mass. Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded directly for the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No, thanks. No, thanks. That was a really weird way to read. I've been reading a lot of lines really weird this episode. Oh, nope. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. Mass calling card. Master Mass calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Solaya? I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure what That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. To my office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Saloy, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Alright. Wait a minute! He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too! Take me with you, okay? Interesting, new music. I never heard this music before. Let's go ahead and, investigate. Nope, let's look at this. That pathetic-looking wooden box is pink paint, just like on the other side. And there's paint canisters over there. Interesting. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it! Don't touch it! There may be clues to the thief's identity on here. Ugh, I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on stand. Excuse me? That urn has always been on stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mass had taken the box too. And maybe if you hadn't insulted her freaking handiwork, you're like, oh, that pathetic excuse of a box is yours? Like, come on. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door of the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Except she didn't really make a scary face, whatever. Smile, you're on candid camera. Let's look at this. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. I was about to say, you should already know what that is, considering. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of this warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea that you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera added to the court record. It's a new lap record! Nothing about the paint? Burr? You're still going to see the same. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on there is the burr. Aha, I've got it. Hamburger. Yep, this is old stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, now we can look at this thing, which is actually a slight tongue twister to say. Wow, this is awesome! What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shichishito. Shichishito. It's literally 7 branch... Oh, shichi. Shichi as in 7... Okay. Shichishito. It's literally 7 branch sword in Japanese, or so Miss Andrews says. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun. One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes.
There's something about it that bothers me.
Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly.
This sword! Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night?
Wow, and somehow no one noticed that. Alright.
And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right. Awesome, Pearly! I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something! Maybe Detective Atme smashed Master Mask with it! Except, like this! Youch! What the heck?! What do you think, Pearly?
I think it's even more bent than it was before!
Oh man, my head. My hair! Well, shichishito. Added to the court record. Still a slight tongue twister to say shichishito. Anyway, you know, speaking of Japanese things, it's been a while since I've taught you guys a Japanese word. So, for this one, I will teach you Bengoshi. Bengoshi is a lawyer, like a defense attorney. The opposite of that is a kinji, which is a prosecutor. So there you go, Bengoshi and kinji. Lawyer and prosecutor, respectively. So there you go, there's your Japanese lesson for the day. Look what you did, Nick! You spilled paint over it! I didn't do that! Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color of this outrageous.
But this paint is already dried up!
Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast! Besides, I told you it wasn't me! It looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Wait, how long ago? Wait, several days since it was spilled. But isn't this happening this very next day? And it wasn't there the previous day. Huh? That doesn't make sense. That legitimately doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Hey, look at this!
What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Okay. This. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. She said, hold on. Paint doesn't dry that fast. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Oh, okay. Okay, bottom left side. So wait for the examine thing to change. Right here? Nope. She said bottom left side, correct? Hey, look at this. There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Oh, that little corner thing. Okay. That must be with the box. That has to be the box. I think examining is just going to be this again. Yeah, I see. Okay, I understand now. Alright. There was a shape left from the box, which is why it has the paint on it. Anyway, whatever the case may be, I guess we'll go ahead and do an awkward pause, and I'll see you guys in the next episode!